charge the battery while we're planning and eating, because I haven't eaten, babe. Are you seeing? Unalinkan?
That's a lie. Okay, I'm
gonna put this. Oh, friend, you kill me. Okay, so we're doing random questions. Get to know me.
Oh, really? Oh, that's what it is.
It is.
That's deep.
Batung Mamadim. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Nthabiseng. Yeah, so this is Terrie, your favorite sis, and I'm with
Nthabiseng, your favorite rich aunt.
Girl, you should go on her Instagram. That is my favorite rich aunt. If you think I'm your favorite rich aunt, this is my favorite rich aunt. We just had a beautiful conversation about mental health, and we're gonna have another one about mental health in corporates and working and being a working person and dealing with your mental health. But for now, we're having a light, fun video. It's a get to know me, like the one you'll see. You would have seen it by this time this one comes out. This one, it's about mindset, 10 questions about mindset, and it's fitting because we're talking about mental health. So I'm gonna ask the question and we both have an opportunity to answer it.
Okay.
So the first question, what is your general outlook on life?
General outlook on life, that's such a broad question.
I know.
General outlook on life for me right now, at my most self-aware moment in my life, I think for me it's leading with kindness and grace. For myself, firstly, because I can't lead with it for other people if I myself don't experience it from me. So I need to lead with kindness and grace for myself in order for me to show up as like the best version of myself.
That's great. You know what's my current outlook? Because at the current moment, and I've shared this with y'all, bottom of the barrel, right? In my life. Well, and also because life is quite nuanced. It's not really bottom with everything.
Yeah.
But large or what I deem to be important makes me feel like I'm at the bottom and I'm now working my way back up. So my current outlook is and at the end of me thinking about my problems,
One thing about it, let me tell you.
And I smile at the end of that, friend.
This is why grace is such an important word for me in the outlook of life, because when you look back at some of the things that you've survived and are surviving, and you're just like, I couldn't possibly have made it this far.
Exactly.
I could not have possibly made it this far.
My current outlook,
yeah. But and you continue.
And you continue. That's my current outlook. So my second questions. Are you more optimistic or pessimistic?
I think I'm more optimistic. Considering the fact that I'm a very self-critical person. Considering that, and the fact that like I'm and I think like where I am right now in my life, I'm definitely more optimistic because the things that would generally worry me no longer do. Like a huge chunk of the things that would worry me.
Oh wow!
A huge chunk of the things that would worry me no longer worry me, and so my anxiety for those things is no longer like existing.
Okay.
Right. So I think I'm definitely like optimistic.
I'm a pessimistic optimist.
I mean, you could be. I definitely see how you could be, because at different moments in your life, you could be.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, shit happens and it will happen to me. This shit that happens, it happens to me and it must be me. But I'm optimistic about I will get over it. And then there are days where I'm like, I'm not getting over this. Like,
are you not manifesting this?
No, like, I hope not.
Yeah, because when you say the things that happen.
Oh yeah.
Are gonna happen to me.
Oh yeah, shit. And I need to stop that.
Yeah, the things that are gonna happen are gonna happen to me.
Yeah,
that's like leaving, like driving out of your house and saying, if there's gonna be a car crash, it's gonna be my car. No.
Okay, cool. I'm changing my way of thinking around that. The good things that are going to happen are gonna happen to me. They really are. But I'm optimistic, man. I'm optimistic. Even what I mean to say is that even at my worst, and I'm like, oh no, like.
Yeah, I think
it has hit the fan. It has hit the fan. Yeah, yeah, it has hit the fan. But look, I know it's gonna get better, and I know, I'm sounding so preachy. I serve a living God,
as you do,
as I should.
But also, it's not preachy. It's actually not preachy because
it's affirming.
It's affirming, but also I think as believers, we generally think. For me, Christ is a huge part of my existence. Christ and God and all of that is a huge part of my existence. So there will be moments where I will quote the scripture.
Yes.
I will
Amen.
edit. I will edit. If there's a place and time for me to do that and remind you of who God is and who Christ is in that moment, it's definitely not preachy. It's definitely just a reminder of who God is to us and how He exists.
Next question, true. Thank you. The third question is, what is your attitude when faced with a challenge?
Now, I breathe. Now I breathe. Now I breathe. Because you can't do anything without breath. I breathe. I sigh. And then I ask God. I ask God because I'm in a season where I'm learning what patience is in its full form. And so now I breathe and then I ask God to guide me through this moment. Because sometimes I don't have an understanding of why the challenge is mine. I don't understand what the lesson is here. I don't know what the revelation will be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why
what's the lesson? I was saying that to myself yesterday.
What is this?
Yeah.
So I breathe and then I ask God, what is this moment for? What is this moment for? Because there are things that happen or happened that you are just like,
why?
But I've done everything that right. But I'm also learning what it means to be obedient.
I hear you.
I'm learning what it means to be obedient, because sometimes it's actually not a challenge. It's you being disobedient.
Yes, so with me, what is your attitude when faced with a challenge? Now I'm learning, and this is gonna sound so funny, especially as being Mutuabadimu and Mutua Moya as well. Now I was fixing Tabata Moya, as I think I've said in a video previously, now at this stage in my life. And I've more than 12 years ago. When things would go wrong previously in my life, even as a Sangoma and now as Musebelezi, I would not come into the space, as you all know, this is my Ndumba as well. I would not come into the space to pray or patla because I'd be angry. I'm like, why did you let it happen to start with? But now, my attitude now is I come here and I'm like, God, I'm going to lean into you because I don't know what to do. And it makes things better. Challenges, and I just need to know that you guys are there. I don't need to go fix it. I don't need to go and leave my house and run around and think that I'm going to fix it. I just need to trust that you so now I need to learn to let go of my control, because it's a control thing as well. I need to learn to let go of the control and let you guys take the wheel.
Yeah, we're control freaks.
Yo,
that's why the obedience piece is a very hard one.
What is a limiting belief that has held you back in life? Oh, mine is easy. Not believing that you're great.
No, yeah. So even for me, but for me it's the deserving piece.
Oh,
that I spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
The deserving piece. So how deserving are you of that? Like how deserving are you? Why are you deserving of those things, right? And so
and you're deserving.
I'm at a different place now, but that was really a big challenge that I needed to overcome.
Yeah, mine was who do you think you are? Yeah, how do you like not so great? And then how open are you? Fifth question, how open are you to learning new things?
Always open. I'm literally learning something new right now.
Can you share that?
I'm in the middle of
you're learning about it.
Yeah, so I'm always learning. I mean, for me, lockdown was literally a moment of learning. Like, I used my time to learn. I literally was doing online courses.
Oh yes, I remember you told me.
The whole time. I was literally there.
So now you're in the tech industry.
So now I'm learning about the tech industry. That's what I'm doing.
Women in tech.
Yes, so that's what that's what I'm learning. But also because of the way the world is moving, and if you're going to be a global person or a global anything, is that is really the fastest way to move into that space and to basically be able to I want to say this, expand your territory.
Yeah,
that's what I want to say. Yeah, so I'm always up for learning and experiencing new things. Always.
Am I open to learning new things? Yeah, I'm always, and I go overboard. I will buy everything. You've seen my makeup when I was starting. Somebody was judging me for having too many eyeshadows. I'm like, what is that? How, is that even a sentence? You cannot.
10 eyeshadow palettes.
I have a shitload of makeup. So when I do learn and I jump in and I immerse myself in the experience and I buy all of these brushes and I now I'm like, babe, you were a bit too much. But it's how I am when I experience something, when I want to learn something, and and I want to give myself the best of it.
I get it.
Okay, I am open to learning new challenges. And then 6th question, how often do you reflect in an attempt to grow?
Me,
ma'am,
me,
madam,
me. I am an overthinker. Anyone that knows me knows that, like, I'm literally, like, in every moment that I'm in, like, I'm here in front of the camera, I'm already like, I'm here, I'm thinking about this moment, I'm very present here, but I'm also thinking about, like, what my day will look like tomorrow and how I can, like, better navigate it tomorrow without it making me feel anxious. But I unpack. I am an unpacker.
You have meetings with yourself.
I meet myself where I need to meet myself. I will unpack, and so this is why I value my, like, alone time.
Yes.
Because even if, like, I'm out, right, like today for me this is an outing.
Yes.
So I can't be out like this every single day. It's not possible because I need to unpack a lot of the things. I need to reflect. I need to figure out what I've learned this week. So I really love those meetings with myself of reflection, of learning.
I can relate.
Yeah, I will get home today and I will unpack this day and what happened, and, like, you know, but I think I'm better in that I'm no longer nervous about what happened because I can't change it.
Yes.
But I used to be very nervous about, I shouldn't have said that. I overshared.
Yes, I overshared.
So now
I like it's already meeting, repeat it into meetings, because life happens, right? And being aware of yourself doesn't mean you won't make mistakes.
No, true.
And doesn't mean that you'll be graceful,
but also because
to people who do you wrong.
Yeah, there's an accountability piece on yourself as well.
Exactly.
For how you, I mean, even for me, like, there was something that happened, like, a couple of months ago that I needed to reflect on, and how I showed up in that moment, right? And, like, it took so much from me to be able to give myself the grace, because I didn't think I got the grace that I needed in that moment, and so I needed to reflect, be accountable for my part in it, and then give myself the grace and the forgiveness of that moment. And so, like, the working through that moment for me was just like, okay, sometimes you have to hold yourself accountable.
I hear you. Get you. I agree. Yeah, I'm not adding anything to that. You said it best. So, where do you fall? 7th question. Where do you fall between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset?
Growth mindset.
Yeah, you can't. And I look at a lot of, not all of the relationships that I've outgrown is people who are fixed in who they are. And they want to be that forever and ever, when you can grow and expand and become a better version of yourself. Not for me, but just for yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
So I can meet you, even if Nthabiseng, loka hola, and you grow and you outgrow me, I'll still appreciate that. You know, I'll still appreciate you there. Or, oh no, she's gone.
In the greater scheme of things, that's exactly what you want for people.
Exactly.
What you want for yourself, so you have to.
No, I can't find you, especially now that we're in our 30s. I can't find you the same place when we were in our 20s. Because let me not put this on air, people, but I'm going to say what I made a conscious effort walking into my 30s that I am going to be better for me. And when people are not being better for themselves, they hold me back, because in that space you're not allowing me to be the better version, because you're always trying to drag me back to where we were, you know. So a lot, not all, but a lot of the relationships that I've outgrown were those spaces where you don't have a growth mindset, and you're trying to drag me back into what I was, you know.
I don't know if that's me, but I think have I outgrown a lot of, I think people outgrew me.
You could have also outgrown.
Is it possible that people outgrew me? It's possible, but I mean, I think for me, yes, I've definitely outgrown, but I think for me, I definitely no. Actually, I do think so, because I'm definitely not the same girl I was that people probably knew then, and there are a lot of things that I would have tolerated.
Yes.
That now
you're like, no, ma'am, sir, no, madam.
Firstly, I'm not even having that discussion with you. I'm just about exiting this thing.
Really?
No, the thing about it is that not that I'm gonna ghost you. Yes. I won't ghost you. Like, I won't ghost you. But I also will not block you. I'm not a blocker. Yes. I don't block people.
Yes.
I don't block people. Like, I might not.
I'm a blocker. I'm sorry.
I might not have spoken to you for 10 years. I'm not blocking you. I don't have the capacity or the energy to be blocked. Like, you can block me. Yeah. I'm fine with you blocking me.
Blokken blokka Facebook, blokka WhatsApp, blokka telefonet, blokka Instagram, blokka. Block.
I envy people that are able to do that, and not to say that I'm holding on to anything, but I just it's never been. It's never been a thing that I think about consciously of blocking people.
Cool. 8th question. What is the most influential advice you've ever received? You
wanna go?
No, I'm trying to think.
I'm also trying to think. That's a deep question. But
most influential. Must it be a personal thing, or can it be an Oprah thing that I watched?
It could be that. Yeah, it could be. I mean, you must remember that we're influenced by different things at different moments in our lives.
One of the most influential things that I've received from Oprah. Right?
I've received a
lot. I received a lot. Oprah is an OG. Love her. One thing she said to me,
and
to me,
one thing Oprah said to me when I met her, when we had lunch together.
One thing Oprah said on her show.
To me. No, honest.
To me in my house. Yes. Right? She said, and I'm getting emotional because I'm doing this right now. She said to us in her show, it was the end, she's like, I've been blessed to reach millions of people with the platform that I have. But what I want to say to you today, in this moment, is that whatever platform you have, you can reach people as well. You can do the work. And I'm gonna get emotional.
That's okay.
I have 227 subscribers. I give them the same energy I would give a million subscribers.
That's good.
I give them the same. And I don't even think, it's just 200 people. I'm like, no.
But 200
they
is quite a bit.
It is.
Quite a bit.
It is, friend. And we're on road to 300 subscribers. You know, because we live in a world where I look, this person has 50, that one has 70, you know? But I'm like, I'm saying, this is my platform. This is my Oprah show. And I am giving the 227 people my all and my best. Because I was even thinking the other day, if it happens, or when it happens that I get to 20,000 subscribers or whatever 1,000 subscribers, will there be a change in how I do my work? And I say no. Because now I would have grown, yes, but the delivery would be the same because I am the same me. I am not holding anything back. This is waiting for 20,000. I am giving you the best of me.
It's sold out.
So that was my best advice. Yeah, you.
My best advice. Now I was literally on it.
And you forgot it. You lost your train of thought.
I think it was from a friend. Who's a very good friend of mine, actually. Even now, and she's younger than me, and she said something about there's no room big enough that could dim your light. It was something along those lines, that there's no room big enough or small enough that could dim your light, and in whatever room that you walk in, allow your energy to enter before you, but always remain your authentic self, because that's where your light is. That's
beautiful.
And so a friend said that to me, and it was I think because I was leaving. Yes, I was leaving that job and I was going to another job, and she was saying that to me. It was my farewell, I think, and she was saying that there's no room big enough or small enough that could dim your light. So whenever you walk into rooms, always bring your most authentic self, because that's where your light is. And I think that's the best advice, because I've always tried to be a light worker in that way. I've always tried
I'm thinking about you, and I'm like,
I've always tried to let people experience my light in the smallest kind of way, and whatever that may look like. But yeah, that was for me, I think, the best advice.
Yeah.
Oprah has many though.
Yeah, Oprah is. Oprah.
My favorite moment. My favorite Oprah moment was when she was being interviewed, and she had and they were asking her about
if it doesn't work.
what happens if it doesn't work.
Yes.
And she said, "It will work. It will work. It will work." And
she also said, if it doesn't, it's fine.
But it's gonna work.
It's going to work. I remember that video, and she was so young at that time. She was starting out, actually.
Yeah, she was.
So how much has the 9th question? How much has your mindset changed? That is like an trick you. But it's fine. It's gonna carry us for the next 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, it's changed a lot.
Me too.
It's changed a lot.
We wouldn't be sitting here.
Oh no.
We've been friends for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, we
wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation.
No, we wouldn't. I mean, not
10 years ago.
Look, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, I wouldn't have had this conversation. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have had this conversation.
Madame. Yeah.
So for me, the waiting season has been a thing that I've needed. In fact.
Yeah. I completely agree. Last but not least, what defining experience this is a lot of things, but give us one, or
what's defining?
What defining experience helped solidify your current mindset? I think, let me not speak for you, but for you, I would think going to therapy helped you become who you are today.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Over and above that, what is your thing?
Yeah, that's a big part of it. That's a big part of it, because it also unleashed certain things in me, right? So there's certain things that I didn't realize until I was going to therapy. So therapy kind of helped me leave my shell, because for me, being an introvert always meant that, like, I wouldn't speak unless I'm spoken to. I wouldn't write. I wouldn't do all those things. But I realized that because I've managed to speak in rooms that I didn't think I'd be able to even walk into, and I've managed to sit there and speak in those rooms and be a leader in those rooms for me was because of a huge chunk of that was because of therapy. So you're right, therapy for me was life-changing, and
I can't wait.
It's an act of self-love
It's
for
an
me.
act of self-love.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that we didn't talk about that I'm hoping the next video we're able to unpack.
Okay,
But,
cool. Yeah,
that's definitely it.
For me, I think I've had this conversation with you or not, but and I think you guys will hear me when I say what it is. What it was for me was leaving my 20s. I was 29 years old. I had experienced fake mjolo that almost ended my life with heartache, and I just wasn't happy with the trajectory of my life. And I made a conscious effort to walk into my 30s and be different and show up differently for myself and do the necessary work because I was avoiding it. And that is, and the reason I'm sitting here today at 35 years old and I'm graduating with a degree finally. You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
I'm doing the work. I have my Ndumba that's working. And you were even surprised, like, oh, what's it? And I'm like, yeah, it's show me, you know. And I go to church and I do my Lozi work as well, and I do my self inspection. And I'm not saying my life is perfect. It's not at all. And I have issues and I have relationships that are quite hard and that need attention or whatever the case is. But I am able to sit here. One thing I did this year, Nthabiseng, that I've never done before in my whole life, in the most difficult situation, I chose myself. And we're going to talk about it off camera. I'll tell you about it. I chose myself, Nthabi. It was hard. It was a situation where I was supposed to go and cover up and especially in family setups, you can do things so sadibati. You know, you can go and show up and like, hi, Eriki and whatever, but I chose not to because I felt that I was disrespected. I felt that I'm not taken seriously, and I felt that I'm not respected as a human being, as a human being. And I sat there and I said to myself, you are going to give yourself the love you deserve by choosing yourself, because nobody else in this world is going to give it to you but you. Choose yourself. And I chose. It was hard, but I chose myself, and it was years in the making. And now 5 years later, this is where, and it's so interesting for you, it's like 6 years in therapy. Now it's 5 years of self-work that now needs to turn into therapy work. You know what I'm saying? And be like, now I need help. I need to go in and whatever. So all of those years have culminated. I love these questions. I loved them so much because
they make me feel like I'm sitting in therapy.
Me too. Well, I don't know what therapy is like, but yeah, me too.
Listen,
you're saying it.
Like the only thing that I didn't do was like literally sit on my therapist's lap and hug her. That's how much I love her.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like, yeah.
I can't wait. So guys, anyway, yeah. So yeah, that was the thing for me, and we're gonna go charge this battery. We're gonna have lunch. I made some food. Food is a love language for me. So when I make you food, I love you and I want you around. So I'm gonna go make my darling Nthabiseng food, and then we're gonna charge the battery, and then we're gonna come back and record another video about workplace and mental health. We got a lot to say about that. This battery is out, so we're gonna be out. Any plans, future plans?
There are always future plans.
You have a podcast.
I do have a podcast, so yeah. It's coming back soon.
Okay.
We're recording in the next couple of weeks. We're recording a few episodes.
I'll share it on my social media, on my Twitter, on my Insta, whatever. When she comes out, I'll share it because I loved it. I watched your episode.
Yeah.
With Balisa.
Yes. Yeah.
The purveyor.
Yes.
Yes, I've got such a good memory. Sometimes
you're so attentive.
I am. I'm very. So anyway, Guys, this was beautiful. Nthabi, I love this.
Thank you.
We had a great time. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Tell me if you love these get to know me questions, because there's more about entertainment, about whatever. So I'm gonna do them as part of my heavy recording. When I record my heavy stuff, I'll do a light, because I feel like that's needed, because you can't get people to be sitting
But
through the
I also
heavy
think
stuff.
you must make them like fun. The questions.
Oh, the questions
Then-
fun. Okay, yeah.
then-
Yeah, you'll help me with the next one,
Yeah.
friend. Yeah. All right, thank you. Love you. Bye. Mwah.